morning. Good morning from Thailand Beach. Hope you guys are doing well. August the 2nd, Monday morning here in Thailand. And the tide's coming in. Better be careful with that camera setting in the low tide. Good foothold on this rock for you. Eventually, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. You guys are doing well, man. I'm sleeping in a bit this morning, so thought I'd go ahead and bring you guys another sunrise from Thailand Beach. Hope you enjoy the view and the sounds. Sunday night. morning, Daniel. Good morning. Let's take a little walk, shall we? Welcome to Pala Beach. Tide is extremely low. Pretty rough tide out there on the coral rock. It's kind of fun. Oh, the power of the ocean. Anyway, guys, no particular reason to go live other than I didn't sleep much and I was up early and got some breakfast for Vera, the monk. So I wanted to bring Vera some breakfast today. I know a lot of things are closing down here at Pala Beach for dine-in anyway. So there's still vendors going to be operating for takeaway. So anyway, got quite a few gray clouds this morning, so we're not getting a beautiful sunrise or anything, but that's typical this time of year. It actually looks like it's raining to the east there, over near the Rayong City area. Looks like it, may not be, may just be really low clouds, but wow. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the little beach walk. Hope the stream wasn't buffering too much. Alaska John in the house, good morning. Yeah, we're doing well, we're doing well. Have a lot of adversity to overcome, but yeah, we're doing well, Alaska John. Appreciate it. Hope you are doing well as well. Jeff Johnson, hello, hello. Yeah, I love the waves too. Good morning, Tuffy Nor. That's a new name. Good morning, Tuffy Nor. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hope you enjoy the view. Say extremely low tide. A lot of our fishermen boats are beached during this extreme low tide period. You know, being from Kansas City, being from the Midwest, I don't have a lot of experience of living near the ocean. And we've been here in Palau almost 2 years, so it's a, you know, for the first 4 years in Thailand, I wasn't living near the ocean either. So still learning, but you know, I get a lot of good feedback from people that have lived near the ocean all their life and tell me about the variances in the tide levels depending on the time of year, and of course the moon cycle has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I'm still pretty ignorant, but it's amazing how it changes. I mean, I know it ebbs and flows twice in 24 hours. I know that much about the tide, but as far as the seasonal tides, I don't really know much. But obviously during the summer months here in Thailand, the tides are much more extreme as far as really low tides, especially early in the mornings. You can go back on the channel to some of the other live beach streams early in the morning right here at the same location. We had high tide and waves splashing against the seawall over here and everything else. So it definitely changes. Yeah, the sound of the sea is just so soothing. Got one lone fisherman out there, and you guys are on wide angle, so I know you can't see that well unless you got her on the big screen, but yeah, one lone fisherman out there. Surf is rough here on shore, but once you get past the rip there, it looks pretty decent, pretty smooth out there on the boat. Anyway, guys, appreciate you stopping by. Let's see it go down a little bit so we don't have that roof in the angle. There we go. Got 10 people watching live. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching the live stream yesterday too. Nam Yen and I went and had dinner down here at Pala Beach. Once the word got out that you weren't going to be able to sit down and have a meal at any time of day. The beaches, the restaurants down here at the beach were closing at 8 p.m., but now it's 24/7 from what we understand. Whether it actually will be implemented today or tomorrow, I'm not absolutely 100% certain on that, but we did have a list of everything that's been added as far as restrictions to Rayong. It's pretty much the same as the other dark red zones. There's a curfew now, 9 p.m. till 4 a.m. so I can still come out early in the mornings. And, you know, they've always been pretty lenient down here in Rayong as far as our beaches. They may not allow people together because we're in deep red now, so basically it's no gatherings larger than 5 people from what I understand. So, but that doesn't prevent, you know, Nam Yen and I from still coming to the beach and exercising. So hopefully, you know, the beaches will remain open for small, you know, less than 5 people to be out exercising or swimming or whatnot. But we'll have to see. You know, going back to last year, March of 2020, before anybody knew anything about this pandemic, the causation, and, you know, really had any data on what we were dealing with, they just closed all the beaches. I believe it was about 3 months, and they roped everything off down here, you know, so there was no exercising. There was no, you could drive down here on the beach road, but you couldn't cross the barrier line, which was, you know, right at the edge of the road. So we, for those 3 months of, I think, March, April, May, I think they reopened the beaches down here in Rayong about June 2020. But for those 3 months, we brought dog food down and fresh water. That was dry season. Now it's rainy season, but we haven't had any rain for a while, so there's no fresh water pools, you know. There's a lot of areas that hold rainwater really well down here, so you don't have to worry about watering the dogs when you're getting rain. But even though we're in the rainy season, it's been dry several days, so there's no fresh water for the dogs or anything. And because, you know, there's no people and no sit down restaurants and stuff, you know, that all the beach dogs down here still kind of count on people bringing them some food. We've got a couple cuties here this morning. I say a couple, there's 2, 3, 4. For the most part, man, soy dogs in Thailand are just really pleasant, really pleasant. And you can see, I mean, they're not hungry or not starving by any means. They're all pretty thick and fit. So you know, depending on how long this goes on, when you don't have the people, you don't have the foot traffic, you don't have the restaurants, yeah, the beach dogs very limited on what they have for food. So yeah, we'll start that up again, and you know, we'll keep you guys up to date if there's any other details that come out. Say we're closed today anyway at the open mic breakfast restaurant, so it really didn't matter whether it took effect today or tomorrow for us, because we're not open today anyway. But there's a possibility, from what I understand, that actually Monday, today here, might be the final day where dine-in is allowed. I'm not positive on that, but we'll find out later today. And if so, then Nam Yen and I probably go out and have dinner again this evening, if it doesn't actually kick in till tomorrow. I think by tomorrow for sure, but like I say, we'll know. It's kind of always that way. You got to wait and get clarification on things and everything. So but you know, you guys know us. We're going to stay positive and keep doing what we can here on the channel, bring people to Thailand, and not be a Debbie Downer about anything. Just keep enjoying the freedoms that we do have. And we are still going ahead with tomorrow's food giveaway. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission, so you know, it's something we already had planned, and we do it at the curbside, right? So of course we'll take all the precaution, and we've never really had lines of people or anything, so but if we do, we'll be in a position to where we can keep people spaced out. So we'll only allow one family or certain individuals to come grab the food at a time, and we'll keep the next ones waiting if there is two different parties there at one time. So we'll do that and go on with that. We just got another donation via PayPal from Ethan Duell. Thank you very much, Ethan. And I haven't made the second transfer from PayPal yet, but I think we're right at another 8,000 baht in donations. So the first transfer was about 5,200 baht. So that'll definitely take care of tomorrow's food, and you can see we still have a balance there. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. If we get told that we can't do it, then obviously we'll have to suspend it for a while. But like I say, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission when it comes to that, because obviously here in Rayong, with the new additional restrictions to try to help control this problem, a lot more people just lost their jobs. So there's obviously an abundance of need, and I tell you what, the spirit is really good. I'm starting to see a lot of my favorite vloggers on YouTube, the expats over here, giving back, in a way that they can too. So, and the spirit is good, I think, amongst the expat community here in Thailand, as far as the seriousness of what Thai people are going through, and whether it's economic or health. I think people are really, got a good sense of awareness that if you've got a voice, small or big, and you're on social media as an immigrant here in Thailand, that there's little things we can do, right? And all of us together doing stuff. It's just good spirit, man. I really getting really good vibes, as AZ would say. Good vibes when I'm tuning into some of my favorite vloggers here in Thailand. Just people are really trying to make a difference, and it's heartwarming. It really is, because ultimately most of the expats here are very, very blessed with some kind of a pension or dividends or whatever. They came over here and they're middle-aged or older, and they have a retirement or some kind of means to continue to sustain themselves. And obviously they see a lot of Thai people around them that don't have that. So every little bit helps, man, whether it's 10 meals or 20 meals or 100 meals or whatever it is, and it really represents the foreign expats here really well, doesn't it? When you see that kind of stuff out there on social media, instead of giving an opinion about what you think or all that kind of stuff, it's just genuinely kindness, kindness, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So, anyway, guys, not the most beautiful sunrise we've ever had because of all of our overcast skies during the rainy season here in Thailand, and we're actually looking forward to more rain. We definitely need it here in Rayong. Now over there on the western seaboard, Prachuap Khiri Khan, and then the Phuket Island and all that, from what I understand, they're going to get quite a bit of rain over there, and it moves this way, right? Moving east from west to east is typical during the monsoon season, but they seem to be dying out quite a bit when they're crossing the Gulf. So by the time they get over here to the eastern seaboard, they fiddled out quite a bit. So we're still in big need of more rain, but the temperature's beautiful this morning. I mean, it's got to be probably, I don't know, 25 Celsius. I mean, it's just gorgeous. You could sleep in a hammock or with the windows open at home. It's absolutely comfortable. And because of the strong breeze and the overcast, you don't really notice the high humidity as much either, just because the air is lovely. The temperature's perfect. Anyway, yeah, I like to see new people coming in. No, we're not on Grab. Thanks for the question, Tuffy Nor. I did contact Grab last time. We went through this before, where we were prohibited prohibited from dine-in here in Pala. It was a short period of time, maybe 2 weeks in December, something like that, right after we had the grand opening of our breakfast restaurant. The nightclub had already been closed, and so we got okay, it probably was in January then, yeah, because we opened the breakfast restaurant on Christmas Day 2020. So when we got restricted to takeaway and delivery only, I reached out to Food Panda and Grab. You know, they got contracts you got to sign. It's a 30% margin markup. So what you would have to do is charge your customers 30% more for each item. You know, because we don't have the margins to absorb that, right? So what we did last time, Nina's local. She knows the area, born and raised here, and you know, we just let Nina do our deliveries, and we really promoted the takeaway and tried to, I don't know, I guess you could say streamline it and let our regular dine-in customers know that you know, we can get it hot, and you know, we wrap it in foil and then put it in styrofoam containers, and we really do everything we can so when they stop by and grab their meal to take home, when they get home they still got hot meal, you know. So we've done it before, and we did pretty good on the takeaway, because a lot of the customers that enjoy our food still want to support the business, right? So we're going to do that. You guys see that we had that little table out there curbside for the Do Something Great program, and we're thinking we'll just do something similar to that. I might get one of those little canopies, little fold-up canopies, and kind of put out there at the edge of the driveway, and kind of do a little bit of a drive-through or roadside pickup kind of thing. And what I'm thinking about doing is streamlining some menu items, like the breakfast sandwiches, and just things that are easy to pack away, you know, sausage biscuits, bacon BLT sandwiches with egg, and breakfast burritos, and the stuff that really keeps hot well and good. So we might do like a drive-through kind of thing, you know. And so we'll maybe put up some signage and have a real brief menu, maybe like 10 items, 5 on the front, 5 on the back, easy to read, cost to everything, right? And make that kind of like the drive-through menu, so that we can put that stuff out real quick. Like people can drive through and within 10 minutes they're on their way, you know, kind of thing. So you can do that with a lot of items. So the breakfast burritos are real popular. We make our own homemade pico de gallo. Now we use the Thai green chili peppers because it's hard to get fresh green jalapeno pepper here in Thailand. So it's still pico de gallo, it's just kind of Thai style, and with the green Thai chilies, it's really good. And so those go good on the breakfast burritos. You know, there's certain things that are more difficult, you know, like say up eggs and hash browns and steak. You know, somebody orders our steak and egg platter. I mean, obviously you can take that home, but you know, depending on how far you live, you know, by the time you get home, your eggs might be a little cold, you know what I mean? So there's certain things that are more difficult as a breakfast restaurant to do the drive-through, curbside, takeaway, make it really easy and something you can promote. But like I say, if we created like 10 items that are really, really easy, and you know, you can buy the wraps, you know, the paper wraps and all that stuff, similar to McDonald's drive-through or Burger King, right? And have some really good breakfast items. We also have the frozen hash browns, the high quality frozen hash browns, so you can deep fry those, and you know, you get a sausage biscuit and a hash brown with a small orange juice or something, and boom, it's, you know, you're in and out, you're gone. So you know, look, I mean, that's we're just not going to stop, guys. We got too many great customers, you know, and even though the business is not, you know, not profitable with the customers that we have, it's been carrying itself real well. And you know, a lot of those customers, they're you know, even though they can't dine in, they're still going to want breakfast, right? So we'll do everything we can and try to promote. Like I say, I think it'd be really easy to and then, you know, in Thailand, you guys that have been here know that there's a lot of roadside sales, whether they're selling flowers or donuts, or right, standing out in the middle of traffic at intersections. So we can be more visible curbside, obviously, you know, masked up. We actually have face shields too, and show show the customers that everything is really sanitary, and then, you know, I could have a banner made up about the drive-through kind of thing, or, you know what I mean? That's what we'll do. We'll just keep going and promote what we can do. We're definitely not mothballing or closing or anything like that. So I don't know if you guys are a fan of the Young Guns movies. Young Guns, one of my favorite movies. I think came out in 1992, and I remember watching it and didn't know it was a Billy the Kid movie until, I don't know, several minutes into the movie. It's just a really cool modern western that had the old feel of the old westerns, and Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond Phillips. I mean, just awesome movie. Well, in the second movie, you had Dave Rudaball, which is what's his name, Christian Slater, in there, which is an awesome actor. So, oh yeah, and then Kiefer Sutherland, Doc Scurlock, right? Anyway, in the second movie, they're all talking about crossing the border and getting into Mexico, right? You know, getting away, and, you know, getting away from the people that are chasing them down, and there's a scene where, you know, they're all telling Billy the Kid, you know, we gotta go, man, we gotta get across that border, you know, take the old Mexican Blackbird, go down to old Mexico, you know. And but anyway, I don't remember the exact thing, but Emilio's lines were something about, you guys ever hear the story about 3 Chinamen that were playing Fan-Tan? I don't even know what Fan-Tan is. I'm assuming it's an old game in China, but these 3 Chinamen are playing Fan-Tan, and the man runs up and says, the world's come to an end, the world's coming to an end. So first Chinaman says, well, hell, I better go out and get a bottle of mezcal and 10 whores, right? I mean, the world's coming to an end, I might as well go all out, right? And the second guy says something about, oh my God, I better go, you know, see my family, or, you know, whatever his priorities were, you know, the world's coming to an end, I better go do. And the third guy says, I shall finish the game. I always love that metaphor, you know, that analogy, that the third guy's just like, I'm just going to keep playing Fan-Tan, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of the way I feel about this situation. We shall finish the game. Just keep swinging, man. Keep swinging. Anyway, if you haven't heard that, I hope you enjoyed it. One of my all-time favorite movies, Young Guns and Young Guns 2. Regulators. Hey, Siri Broker, good morning. Good morning. Hey, thank you for sharing the link. Yeah, Siri, you might have heard me say, we're just gonna ask for forgiveness if we're doing something we're not supposed to do. I think you know better than anybody kind of how that works over here. So we already had this plan, and we've had people contribute, and, you know, the funds are there, and the ladies are excited about it. You know, we want to do it every Tuesday, typically our, you know, pretty slow day, and now that we don't have dine-in, we'll still be able to take care of takeaway customers or deliveries or whatnot. But, you know, it gives us all something to do. Namyen and I are going to get supplies and stuff today. I'm actually going to make spaghetti for tomorrow, switch it up a little bit, and then I forget what Namyen's making. She's making a different style Thai dish of rice. So I've been doing the chicken and noodle na thing, and now I'm going to do you know, Italian spaghetti, you know, and I'm going to make the homemade salsa. So I'm going to buy a whole crap load of Roma tomatoes today, and roast those off, and take the skins off, and you know, garlic and onion and basil, and make the homemade sauce. Because if you buy spaghetti sauce here in a can or jar, you know, the Prego, the imports, that's pretty expensive. I could make a big old huge pot of good sauce, homemade sauce, for cheap, just more labor, right? Well, we enjoy doing the labor because busy hands are happy hands, right? So yeah, rather than just sitting around, if you don't have many customers, you keep doing that. And like I say, thank you for the PayPal link, and you know, people keep contributing. We'll be completely 100% transparent about every transfer we make, and you know, and try to show people. If we don't do live, guys, I mean, I've got a live stream set up for tomorrow at 8:30, but if something works out where we don't do a live, we'll definitely always have some footage of the event and upload it for us. So we appreciate it. We appreciate it. And Jeff Johnson posted up a YouTube channel. There's James C. Shannon, inshallah, sir. Thank you so much for your kind donation. And please, guys, don't ever give twice. I mean, that's, you know, once you contributed to do something great program, that's enough, guys. I mean, really, you know, there's enough people that follow the channel. You know, we just had a new donation from Ethan Dool. Thank you, Ethan. And you know, when we make the transfer, I'll write down the list of names that was involved in the second transfer to the bank. So, but guys, don't continue to do that or anything. Once you've done it, you know, you feel like you're a part of it. You contributed what you can, and look, people are hurting all over the world, you know. So we don't want people to just continue, you know, to send money to that. And you know, depending on how things go, I mean, if they tell us, you know, because of the maximum of gatherings at 5 people maximum, if they tell us, hey, you know, you can't do that anymore or something. But like I say, we'll be able to control, you know. I'll be out front, and the ladies will be at the, you know, we have everything bagged and just ready to hand off. And so we've got throwaway disposable gloves, so we can all be gloved up, masked up, got shields. And then, you know, we really haven't had any issues with lines. I mean, the food has went so quickly, but it's just people that already knew it was happening, because the ladies posted up on Facebook groups in Thai, so they already knew it was happening. They simply pull up on a scooter or park their vehicle and walk over and grab it and get gone, right? So we haven't had any issues with social distancing or, you know, large groups or anything at one time at the food giveaway table. But, you know, we'll be able to space them apart. If we do have more than one group of people come, we'll, you know, I'll stand out there and keep people, you know, kind of make a space in the line if that happens. But, you know, 200 meals goes in an hour. So, I mean, it's just not, I don't think it's a big issue, you know what I mean? If we were doing, God, 1,000 meals or something, then, you know, you might have some lines, but it just goes so fast. And anyway, I appreciate it, Siri Broker. And yeah, that's true. We do have connections, don't we? And I tell you what, Nina is just, you know, so great for our business, guys. I mean, I consider our customer service manager, you know, originally we called her the bar manager, but we haven't had a bar in forever. But she just, you know, she knows so many people. She's born and raised here. She's very fluent in English and not shy, right? Very, very, you know, greeting customers and all that stuff, just an automatic thing for her. And she really kind of keeps us on the inside of information too. You know, Nam Yen follows the you know, the Tessaban groups and stuff like that, but a lot of times Nina gets word early on, you know, and sends messages. So, but yeah, I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Perry. If they don't want people to do that, to have these food giveaways to avoid crowds or something like that, and they tell us no, then obviously we won't do it. But yeah, we'll just keep doing what we're doing until we hear otherwise, and we'll make sure that it's apparent, you know, like I say, with the gloves and the mask and face shields and spacing, you know, it's apparent that we're doing it in a controlled way to protect people from close contact with each other. So, well, I really appreciate you guys. James Shannon, Jeff Johnson, Tuffy Noor is a brand new name that I haven't seen before. Thank you so much for coming in. Alaska John was here, and Daniel Deal was the first one to say good morning. Well, there's that sunrise, guys. It's just barely peeking through there, but it does give us a little shot of it, doesn't it? But anyway, I hope Nam Yen sleeps in till 8 or 9. I really do. She's up early every morning, you know, with this breakfast gig, and that's not what she used to do before we opened the breakfast and we had the evening club. Obviously, I mean, she typically doesn't wake up till 7:30 or 8 in the morning, but she's out the door by 6:30 at the latest every day of the week. So today, hopefully, she's getting some extra rest, because she works hard, guys. She works a lot harder than I do, and you know, I'm a little bit of help around the house, but I really should do more, because she comes home from work and works, you know what I mean? Crazy. Anyway, guys, we've been streaming quite a while. I hope that people watch it playback get the benefit of the early morning walk on the beach with the surf tide out there. We've guys want to say goodbye? Bye-bye. They're just a bunch of sweet Pala Beach dogs, and they all have their little zones. You'll never see Lizzie down here with this group. You know, there's like a group here and a group in the middle, and Lizzie and her little gang, they're on the end up there. So every once in a while you get the traveling groups and that's when you'll hear some big fights break out, right? Territorial disputes. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's say it helps me, right? Stay busy. And, you know, whether we get 100 views or 200 views or 1,000 views, doesn't really matter. It's the fact that there's really good, genuine people that I know have plans to come to Thailand and make it their second home. They've been following the channel for a long time. These are great people, and all of you are worth it. I don't care about the views and all that crap. It's worth it to me to try to bring something, you know, positive from Thailand. So thank you guys for watching. I'm closing it out right here. Peace and love to everyone. And Perry, Siri, bro, can't wait to see you guys, man. I know you've been through a lot, and you've been able to answer people's questions current day about what's going on at the Sandbox program. And I believe you also said, you know, there's some uncertainty about transportation back home once you finish your quarantine period there on the island, because obviously it's a very fluid situation in Thailand, is it not? Very, very fluid. So just keep us up to date. We appreciate the information. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Peace out to everyone. Have a great day. I shall go feed Triple D and Brownie.